What's the most satisfying way you've ever watched someone eat their words about who actually has money? I run a landscaping company. 22 years, 300 employees, contracts with half the gated communities in the county. My daughter Maya got engaged to a guy named Preston, and his family invited us to a formal dinner at their country club to celebrate. I showed up straight from a site inspection because a client's irrigation system had blown out that morning. Work boots, sun-faded polo with our company logo on it, dirt still under my nails no matter how hard I scrubbed. Nothing fancy. Never has been, not once in 22 years. Preston's mother, Diane, took one look at me in the entryway and turned to the hostess. "We're still waiting on one more guest," she said. "Can you have someone show him to the staff area until he's needed?" I didn't correct her right away. I just said thank you and found my seat at the actual table myself, the way I'd been planning to all along. Diane's face went tight when I sat down next to Maya. "Oh," she said. "I didn't realize you'd be joining us at the table." Preston's father, Richard, leaned over with a tight smile. "Long day on site?" he asked, looking at my hands like they were something to be managed politely, something to get through. "Irrigation main broke at a property this morning," I said. "Had to get it fixed before the afternoon heat killed the new plantings." "Of course," Richard said in the tone people use when they've already decided your answer doesn't really matter. Dinner went on like that. Small comments delivered pleasantly. Diane asking Maya, loud enough for the whole table, whether she'd thought about how different two worlds this marriage would be bringing together. Richard mentioning unprompted that Preston would be taking over significant responsibilities at the family's real estate holding company, the kind of responsibilities that required, in his words, a certain level of polish. Maya's jaw was tight the whole meal. I put my hand on her arm under the table. Not yet. Dessert came out. Richard cleared his throat and stood, clearly about to make some kind of toast about the future of the family business, about legacy, about who belonged in it going forward. "Before you start," I said, "I should probably mention something since we're already talking business." The table went quiet. "Sunridge Holdings," I said. "That's the group that financed your company's expansion into the Meadowbrook development 3 years ago. Bridge loan, when the bank pulled out at the last minute and left you 6 weeks from missing the deadline." Richard's smile didn't move, but his eyes did. "That's private information," he said carefully. "I know," I said. "I'm the majority partner in Sunridge Holdings." Diane laughed, short and sharp, the way people laugh when they're checking if it's a joke. Nobody else at the table laughed with her. "That's not possible," Richard said. "I've met every partner in that group personally over several years." "You met a man named Elliot Cross," I said. "My business partner. He handles the meetings, I handle the sites. Landscaping built this company before Sunridge ever existed, and it built Sunridge too. You've been paying interest to me for 3 years without ever knowing my name." Richard sat back down slowly, like his legs had made the decision without asking him first. "He's not lying," Maya said quietly. "I've seen the paperwork. I helped him proofread the loan renewal last spring at the kitchen table." Diane's face had gone through 3 different expressions in the last 10 seconds, and none of them landed anywhere close to composed. "I didn't come here tonight to make a point," I said. "I came because my daughter is marrying your son, and I wanted to meet the family properly. But I'm not going to sit at a table and be shown to the staff area in my own daughter's future family's home, either." Nobody said anything for a long moment. Richard finally cleared his throat again, and this time it wasn't for a toast. "I think we owe you an apology," he said quietly. "Several, probably, starting tonight." I didn't need the apology as much as I needed them to understand something simpler. Dirt under my nails paid for the loan that kept their company standing through its worst quarter. It just never occurred to them to ask whose hands actually built the thing they were so proud of showing off. Maya squeezed my hand under the table. That was the only part of the night that actually mattered to me, apology or not.